What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering, and if you have followed this channel for some time, you'd know that I covered in depth kind of the final years of Stan Lee's life and the way that it seemed like almost everyone around him, including his own family, was lining up to take advantage of him, forcing him. Just the heartbreaking scenes we saw of Stan at conventions with one of those slime balls in his ear, reminding him how to spell his own name, forcing a guy just days, weeks from checking out to work extra hours, signing autographs. And by the way, I should say, Stan Lee loved his fans, loved them. And I'm sure that a certain part of Stan Lee wanted to be there and wanted to continue to kind of cultivate that relationship with his fans. But then there was obviously the scandals where people in his life they had like a nurse literally steal his blood and use it in ink to sell signed copies of a comic book. You had his agent or whatever that guy was stealing money from him, his own daughter being implicated in all sorts of bizarre things. Basically, near the end, Stan Lee wasn't all there, as is the case with many people that are very old, and everyone had their hand in the cookie jar, and it was just brutal to watch. I didn't really know my grandfathers. They both passed away when I was younger. I mean, I knew them then, but I don't really remember them. And I think Stan Lee, in a lot of ways, kind of filled that kind of grandfatherly, I don't know. He was like the nerd's granddad. Obviously, he had created many of the properties we all loved. Stan Lee was exceedingly inclusive his whole life. Working on comics, obviously, like Black Panther at a very early age in his career. Everyone used to look forward to his cameos in the movies, even though like Stan Lee didn't. How do I say, like, people thought that Stan Lee was getting paid more than he probably was, from Disney, but he was still doing just fine. One of the things that the world didn't like, though, is not, and by the way, not even the first time, but the use of his Twitter account to shill things. There were, times in the past, I believe he was trying to sell they were, obviously it's not him, it's from Beyond the Grave, shilling tickets, like Black Panther. I think I remember, like, it wasn't even that long after he passed away. I think when somebody passes away, I understand wanting to leave their social media presence for kind of like a memorial, but today is probably the worst degradation of Stan Lee's legacy. They're using his Twitter account to shill NFTs. Those things that you can just screenshot, but people pay thousands of dollars to own? From championing diversity to embracing new tech, Stan was one step ahead of the curve. To honor his innovative spirit, Stan's first Indian hero, Chakra, the Invincible, debuts in his own NFT collection. What? A legend in the comic book industry, first of all, being shilling NFTs has its own kind of weird, I don't know, feels slimy. But what are you doing? And thankfully, the internet is not having it. You can see even dictionary.com with 54,000 likes compared to the 4,000 likes on the post. The verb defile was first recorded in 1275 to 1325 and comes from the old French word defouler, meaning to trample on or violate. I mean, use your own account to shill NFTs and stop using Stan's account. How and why this account is still active when the man is passed is beyond me. I don't care if you're part of the estate or not. This is basically identity theft. I guess I don't disagree with that. You see Jacksepticeye. This is so awful. Crazy Frog. NFT should not be done this way. This is terrible. The Mr. Krabs. Am I really going to defile this grave for money? Of course I am. 7,000 likes. Christmas is ruined. Kids are crying. I don't understand. Whoever is puppeting this account. I mean, people can try to defend it, but I just don't see the scenario here. I don't see the angle. Like, is the idea that, well, we have this big platform, and so, we can't possibly let, this opportunity to sell these people something pass? I mean, I don't know, but I can't believe it's gotten even worse. I mean, there isn't anybody who's agreeing. Dolan Dark, can't believe Stan Lee came back from the dead just to promote an NFT. And thankfully, you can see Stan Lee fans are outraged over his Twitter account being used to sell NFTs. Fans of the late great comic book author and creator Stan Lee are outraged following a tweet from his Twitter account dedicated to the promotion of an NFT. The tweet, which included an image of superhero Chakra the Invincible, is being called out by outraged fans. From Championing Diversity, we already know that the tweet, obviously. Followers are quick to react, deeming the tweet to be degrading and irresponsible message that disrespects the legacy of Lee and his influence on popular art. Yeah. Here's, of course, published authors saying, using Stan Lee's Twitter account to promote an NFT gets you sent straight to HE double toothpicks. Here's BunTuber saying, my bad, I didn't realize it wasn't Marvel that did this. But still, what the F? Someone's weekend at Burnsying Stan Lee's Twitter to promote NFTs to, quote, honor him. Using Stan Lee's reputation to sell NFTs is so wrong. I agree. Ross O'Donovan. My friend had their art stolen and sold as an NFT, trying to get it removed from the marketplace only to be ignored. There's so many stories of artists getting screwed by these. But if you have a story about NFT theft, then you see using Stan Lee's account to sell NFTs now. Great. Reaction to the tweet have been universally negative as fans are demanding to know who published the initial message. While the source is currently unconfirmed, Twitter user Taylor Durg notes that the account is allegedly being run by Orange Comet, a company that seemingly specializes in NFTs. While the information is currently unverified, Orange Comet did tweet out an identical image of Chakra the Invincible approximately 1 hour before the Stan Lee account did. Yeah, it's probably then. It's probably them. And it's just awful in every conceivable way. Like, I don't really know how much money are you like this dude. Everybody took their pound of flesh from this man when at the end when he wasn't all there. And the man is dead, and they're still doing it. First of all, I don't like NFTs. I don't want to if you like them, that's fine. I don't see the value in them. But you know what? When I was young, not a lot of people saw value in Magic the Gathering cards that I spent so much money on, or baseball cards, which are now worthless. So whatever, collect your stuff. But this is nuts. Using Stan Lee's name to promote NFTs is grubby as F. Yeah, I agree. Whoever's using Stan Lee's account to sell NFTs and scam people. Are you kidding me? To honor his spirit? Give me a break. A new Indian hero is great, but you literally debuted him as an NFT. Come on. Also, why is Stan Lee's account being used to peddle out NFTs anyway? Or anything for that matter? Let the dead rest, Marvel. Now, I don't know if it's Marvel that is doing this. It seems unlikely. It's more likely that it's this other company, or maybe they sell you know, you could pay so many dollars to use Stan Lee's account to tweet. Like, there are services like that. But no, 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 no. Hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.